VR is cool. I really like playing games with my friends and meeting new people in online games. That being said, recently I've been trying more and more single-player games. The majority of games I've been playing have been really fun, but Into the Radius has been just a completely different experience.
Oh my god. Is this what my arms look like?
I want to say this right now, that while making the video, I only have about 2 hours of in-game time, and I have to admit that a lot of the time I've either been confused on what to do or playing the guitar. So yeah. My initial impressions are my initial impressions, but keep in mind, as I play more of this game, my thoughts on the game can change. First, I think the game is really good. I mean this in the nicest way possible. Into the Radius is a completely different game, and it provides a completely different experience from what I'm used to. I like the game setting, not the menu, but where the game takes place. It's a mix of apocalypse and weird gravityless wasteland, which is something I just haven't seen before, and I think it's cool. Also, this game has a bunch of random little fun features in it, which adds a whole new level of detail. My favorite thing is the guitar. I don't know why, but I just love that thing so much.
I am afraid of this place. It's so scary. I am scared. This game is terrifying. Yeah, but I will figure this out eventually. Yeah. I know, I'm a talented individual.
And I don't think YouTube audio can do it justice, so you're just gonna have to trust me when I say this. The sound design of Into the Radius is probably one of the most unsettling things I have ever listened to.
Okay.
The enemies and NPC things are definitely unique, and I'm serious when I say this. Mixing them into the weird wasteland environment is genuinely terrifying. Terrifying to the point where I'm actually afraid of playing this game. Every time I go into the Radius, I become the biggest baby, afraid of almost every step I take because you can get jumped by a random monster at almost every moment.
Where's it? Get away. Abort, 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 abort. Do I have a shotgun? Oh. Duh.
Aside from being scared 24/7, I do like the game's approach to guns. It's very different from what I'm used to. The realistic reloading and having to clean and repair your own weapons so they don't break is just so cool.
How do I twist it? Can I not? Okay, good enough.
However, I can already tell that while my weapons are not in that condition yet, and when I find them...
So do I lose my stuff? No.
It will be extremely annoying to deal with as I fumble around in fear while trying to reload my gun. And I know the concept of going into a danger zone to do a mission and coming back to your home base isn't necessarily new, but Into the Radius's gameplay loop makes it so even though I get confused a lot, whenever I go into the Radius, I'll actually have something to do.
Let's take a safer approach so I don't get jumped by the one guy. Oh shit. There's a mag out here. Oh, take that. Okay, so I kind of forget you can scavenge in this game.
While the tutorial is very helpful, and the first mission and the additional tutorial is also very helpful, the game just throws you in and wishes you luck to not die.
I did nothing for 25 minutes. That is a miracle. How did I manage to... I'm sure I'll figure out how to sell shit later. Let's do this.
I want to say that this isn't necessarily a bad thing, and honestly, I think that for the most part, it is completely fine that the game does that. But why are you complaining, Isaac? Says the imaginary voice, and thank you for asking. Well, the reason I'm complaining is that when it comes to video games, I am dumb. My game sense and intuition is that of a small child. Growing up, I played mostly Pokemon, which requires little to no thinking at all, which is fun. But because of that, I am now sitting here with the game problem-solving skills of a potato.
No shot, I have to do it like this. Oh. Oh! That's good.
All jokes aside, the game doesn't give you much guidance after the tutorials, and when I'm left alone playing the game, I start to feel lost and don't really understand what I'm doing. I'm not saying that the missions and goals are unclear in any way. I understand the goal, but when I'm thrown into the radius, everything leaves my head, and I just begin feeling a little helpless. But at the same time, it honestly doesn't make the game less fun. I still find it very fun, and honestly, that could be what the game is going for now that I think about it. Now, I already did research into this, and I know that they are not planning on making a multiplayer, which kind of sucks, but I still think the game is really fun. But if they do decide to add a multiplayer co-op feature in the future, I do think something like a Phasmophobia proximity and walkie-talkie voice chat would probably be the best. Also, if you think that the game would become way too easy if there's a multiplayer, I think you could balance it honestly pretty easily. You could either make like the rewards just not as good or the missions harder. Both, I think, just will work equally, goodly. Conclusion. I think this game is fun, but it's also nightmare fuel. Everything in the game feels great and polished, but I do think the game will thrive with a co-op. Unfortunately, that is most likely not going to happen, but I do think this game overall is really fun. Anyways, I'm going to go. It is almost 9 p.m. and I need to edit this for tomorrow.